Hi, I'm Chef Carol, and today I'm going to make a flourless carrot cake. I actually made this cake last week just to try it out to see what it would be like, and I found it to be delicious. And I hope that you will as well. This is also a recipe that I got from the New York Times. I can't print it for you, but I will give you the ingredients that I'm going to use. I'm only making half the recipe, which is going to be in a 6-inch springform pan. So if your needs are larger, you should double the recipe and use an 8 or a 9-inch springform. So here we go. You're going to need 3/4 of a cup of toasted almonds. Once I toasted the almonds, then I crushed them in my NutriBullet. 2 tablespoons of brown sugar. I'm going to be using a plant-based brown sugar. 3/4 of a teaspoon of baking powder. 1/16 teaspoon of salt. A 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon. A 1/4 teaspoon of nutmeg. 1 teaspoon of grated lemon zest. Unfortunately, the only lemon I had, I used for the first cake. So I'll just add a little lemon juice. 2 large eggs, 3 tablespoons of white sugar. I'm going to be using a plant-based white sugar. A 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla, and 1 cup of finely grated carrots. That's about 5 ounces, and I'm going to use my NutriBullet for it because it worked perfectly last time. You're going to heat the oven to 350. You're going to have your spring form pan lined with parchment paper and lightly sprayed with oil. I'll be working behind the camera, so let's get to it. To begin the flourless carrot cake, I'm going to set the oven to 350. I have prepared my springform pan with parchment. I'm going to give it a little mist of avocado oil spray. The next thing I'm going to do, I've already ground up my almonds. I'm going to add to that 2 tablespoons of plant-based brown sugar. I'm going to put them together on my NutriBullet. Give it a few pulses. The next thing I'm going to do is add to this mixture baking powder, salt, cinnamon, and nutmeg, and give it a couple of more pulses. Next, I'm going to take my 2 eggs, and I'm using a stand mixer, the whisk attachment, and I'm going to beat these eggs. I'm also going to add in the 3 tablespoons. I'm using an allulose sugar. Now I'm just going to beat the eggs and the sugar, and I'm going to continue to beat them together until the mixture is thick and it forms a ribbon when I lift it up from the bowl, meaning it will just kind of swerve back and forth. Okay, so that's the consistency we're looking for. The next thing we're going to do is add in the vanilla. And we are also now going to beat it just a bit. Next, we're going to add in the almond mixture and give that a little swirl. And then we're going to add in the carrots, and we're going to beat it slowly. So we're going to fold in the carrots. I'm going to finish the folding with the spatula. And I'm just making sure that everything at the bottom is part of the mixture. Now I'm going to put the batter in this 6-inch springform pan that I've prepared. Just wanted to scrape the bowl and make sure I get all of that mixture into this pan. So I'll be checking the pan in about 30 minutes. Normally it takes an hour for the full-size recipe. I'm thinking it shouldn't take as long for the half, but I don't want it to overcook or undercook, so I'll be checking back in 30 minutes. Because life happens, I was not able to cut the cake right away. I wrapped it up very tightly in saran wrap. I'm just going to cut it. Now, if I were cutting serving size pieces for myself, I would probably cut this. So that would be 1/8. And then I would cut it again. That would be my serving size. For this picture, I'm going to remove one cake. And you can see that it's very well cooked. It doesn't look gummy at all. So I'm just going to take my little serving piece and have a little taste. It's so delicious. Even after it's been a week in the refrigerator, it's still moist and it's gently sweet. Now what you can also do is you can add a little whipped cream if you like. But if you like carrot cake and you haven't been able to have that carrot cake with all the icing, I think you'll be pleased with this. So try this recipe. It's pretty simple. Let me know what you think, and bon appetit.